Good evening, Speed Gaming, and welcome to another matchup in the Zelda 1 Randomizer Spring 2023 Tournament. Week 4, a 1 and 2 bracket matchup. Moon Risen Phoenix here, bringing you Spudozaurus versus Mocco71. Joining me in the booth tonight, CD Improv. Good evening.
Hey, how are you doing today, Moon?
Just rest in the afternoon and ready to go, calling our second match of the day.
I know this is exciting. We literally just ended up the first one. But so it's worth pointing out we're doing double duty today. So if for some reason the tracker buttons keep flashing on and off, well, that's probably because we're hitting the same one at the same time.
That is absolutely and entirely possible. For those of you just joining us, this is still random percent. There are about 20 flags, and we don't know which one's on and which one's off. We'll find out at the same time you will.
I mean, that's part of the fun. Or we could just totally use the tracker buttons and do Morse code. So I think the only thing I really know is SOS.
You and me both.
I'm like ... because it's actually in the randomizer, oddly enough. It's a door repair message. But all right, we should get underway here in just a minute. Let's see. So the game is saying wand, meet, ladder, ladder. So 2 ladder block levels, a free wand, and a bait block 3. We've got Triforces from 1, and that should either be 4 or...
I believe it's 5, but
Yeah, 5. If it's second quest, that's 5. And you gotta love the Pokemon sprite set on Spud's screen. I love this thing.
And our first check, 1Q1, and it's a door repair, and, well, Spud's saying, I don't want it.
Well, I mean, you know, we hit it when we had absolutely no money. Mocco is going to go ahead and find his wood sword down at the wood sword cave. That is one of the flags that is 50-50.
Always nice to have a stick right off the bat. And
yeah, ooh, this is a lovely screen to come up into. Now, we started with the magical boomerang, but it will still be in a dungeon somewhere.
Interesting. Armos item not on the grave Armos today. So
Ooh, maybe we have shuffled shop prices, so maybe we're going to end up with... Wait, what was that in the shop? Was that a large shield all the way on the left, or...?
That was indeed a large shield at 174 rupees, which might mean we're not having a boomstick today.
I don't know. We'll find out. There are ways that occasionally it will shuffle into a different shop. We still have that power bracelet as the Armos item on the Death Armos screen. And so far, we've managed to actually track everything correctly. Yay! Though, I'm kind of debating whether or not we give them the blue boomerang on the tracker, even though, technically, they're still going to find it somewhere in a dungeon.
They have it to start. I say we give it to them. Oh, wow. That is a very inexpensive large shield. It's 71 rupees. My goodness.
Wow. That's not a terrible thing to have. Now, Mocco is about to get... He's using this boomerang very wisely to stun this Armos statue. Mocco is about to get his power bracelet. Spud is going to get his first Take Any Heart. Now, I missed it. Was there a candle in that cave? I don't think there was.
There were bombs. 31 rupees.
Oh, I meant the Take Any cave. I'm still trying to figure out if we have extra candles rolled on or off, but Spud's about to find his Woodsword cave here in a minute, and then we'll be able to tell.
Extra candles are off. There were no candles in that. Take any.
Oh, I love the little Diglett levers. It's the only time I will ever say I love levers in this video game. We got the wood sword for Spud. Meanwhile, we have a brown entrance to vanilla level 3, which means, hey, we got a first quest or a first quest mixed overworld. We're going to have a little bit of money, maybe. I said that in a race last night, and then we ended up... Oh, hey, our power bracelet locations are in fact shuffled.
Yanni roads shuffled. This'll be interesting.
Yeah, I mean, we might actually have to check those. That would be awesome. But yeah, I mentioned the whole, yay, we've got first quest money in a seed yesterday, and then all of a sudden, the large secret was 61.
Wow, that's, ouch.
It's better than 50 or 51, but yeah, it's still not what you want to see. Alright, so Mocco is going to go over here. He's going to check the power bracelet just to the south of the fairy fountain. Alright, arrow shop.
Maybe some disappointment as far as the the large shield goes there.
Well, I mean, again, there are chances that it doesn't necessarily, like, we don't know that that's the most expensive large shield. There could be another one, or it could have just rolled into one of the other shops. Because that's actually not a rare shop either. Because we've seen 2 arrow shield, whatever the third item was. We've seen that shop twice now. Ooh, 38 for the medium secret. That is not terrible.
That's actually very generous. Third highest roll on the board, and ooh.
Oh, hi, Blue Ring. How you doing? It's even on sale.
Very. Whoever decided it was on sale was fairly stingy on the sale price, though.
Now, I got this. Oh, 106 large secret. Now, I got a little distracted. Was that a candle shop with the blue ring, or was that meat?
I don't think we've seen a candle in shop just yet.
All right, so maybe that's rolled into our rare shop today, which is going to be a little bit sad. All right, Mocco finds our Mocco finds our Eddie Rose. This one did not go very far. That's close to start, so that's not terrible. I give these like a very, very sad C-.
Yeah, I was about to go D myself, because that is, you might as well say you've got 2 any roads instead of 4.
Yeah, I mean, it at least skips a couple of screens in the forest. Looks like Mocco's going to go ahead, go back, continue his exploration here. Spud, I believe, just picked up the potions letter.
Yep, the prescription.
Now, we are still looking for a candle store. Mocco's got 112 rupees in his pocket. He has the information that this is a first quest mixed or a first quest overworld. We're going to see as we get up this ladder what we're actually dealing with. So if you're Mocco, I want to... Ooh, hints. I want to see a candle store. It's a first quest overworld. Hot darn.
Nice and comfortable, really.
Well, it takes a lot of pressure off of finding that recorder, for sure. The recorder will only, if it doesn't whistle you to any of the fancy schmancy options, it will only kill dig doggers and open up Recorder Lake. And I agree with Caster in chat. Perma beams are amazing. Apparently, blue rupees have been, dropping a ton of money, which could mean they swapped into the group that the red levers are normally in. $9 for our small secret.
Spud finding our second large secret of the day over on the southern coast. Oh, great. Lionel's showing up on the coast as well. That'll be fun.
Yeah, oh, okay. Well, Spud just left a little bit of money. It's a white sword, and it is not available on 4 hearts. That's a bit sad.
And it's on the coast cave. Spud's heading in that direction. He might have a chance here. He's got 5 hearts available.
Yeah, very true. Finding that little bit of divergence could actually set Spud up to have a lot more of an offensive advantage. Now, I didn't see, but was that a heart on the coast?
Yep, there is a take any on the coast as well. Or did you mean the coast item?
I meant the item.
Ah, yeah.
Because that is now 3 items that are... Oh, there's that white sword for Spud. All right, we are in business now. That is 3 items that are in their vanilla locations. So, you know, if I'm playing this seed, I'm now going, all right, I'm going to go back, maybe dig 5. You know, just kind of assume that we might have a recorder in there. Or, even better, dig level 1. And from where we're entering, this could be first quest 1?
Oh, boy.
No, run away.
No, that's not cool, game.
Because if it's first quest 1, I think there would have to be a room directly above this one.
Oh,
As I open up my map in the other window, that's no, yeah, that's not the E, and that's not. I don't think it's first quest anymore.
So you've got red bubbles in one room and blue darkness in the other. Pick your poison.
Blue darknets, please, because we don't have a way to kill anybody. And yeah, I'm agreeing with Bogey in chat. I originally thought it was first quest 1. I think we've got a shapes first half. which would mean we have the Triforces for 1 and 4. Well, I mean, seeing how often we haven't really seen shapes, I am thrilled any shapes that make it into any of these matches lately.
Granted, this is a heck of a way to say welcome to Zelda.
Well, I mean, it's oh, ow, that hurt. There is still a very small chance that we could have item or heart shuffle on. It's just, you know, that could just be a really big coincidence. All right, looks like Mocco's gonna keep checking some of these locations. Now, he's seen the white sword, so he knows he has the Triforce for level 1. I agree with him leaving to maybe find a couple more hearts or some bombs or keys or just something to increase his offense here. Spudozaurus has the money. He's gonna go ahead and buy that blue ring.
Interesting pickup, considering you don't have a candle yet. And oh, that's a rough takedown for Mocco.
Yeah, you really don't want to take overroll deaths, especially since level 1 is all the way on the opposite side of the map. But Spudozaurus is going to find that large secret, and he's back up to 119 rupees. Now, that is his last large secret, but this medium is pretty good. The small, I think I saw rolled to, what, 9? So that's not terrible.
It really isn't, and yeah, Spud at 162 rupees is like, what wallet emptying blue ring? I can handle this.
Well, it's also worth noting that Spud is the only one of our runners to have gotten bombs off of one of these overworld enemies. We've seen blue Octoroks dropping money, but I haven't really seen any of them dropping bombs. Mocco's going to find that candle shield shop over in the grave area.
Spud isn't going to be too afraid of this as we
find...
find...
Oh, hi. Hi, Nine. How you doing? That's, maybe second. Could be shapes.
See about that. Yeah, Spud isn't nearly as afraid as most of us would be in this room. And oh boy, yeah, that's a shade.
That's a cactus or a telephone pole. Though, okay, so I'm looking at both vanilla maps for 9. That could still be either first, second, or shapes. So we don't know yet. Now, granted, it would have to be start room shuffle if it is. If it's first quest, because I think the first quest entrance is usually over in the 9 column.
So let me get this straight, game. You're giving
us... rude, game.
So you're giving us Dartnuts and Wizrobes in the same enemy set? Game doesn't like us.
Well, I mean, as long as it puts them in, like, 1, 2, or 3, you know, let's put them all in the really tiny, tiny dungeons and then leave them out of 9. I would be okay with it. Spud! Wow! Go, Spud, go! So we're about 12 minutes in. Spud's already got a bomb upgrade for +4, a blue ring, and there is still plenty of money on the overworld to eventually buy that candle. Alright, Spud's gonna go ahead and grab the compass. Know that he's already got the Triforce for this, but it does kind of tell you which rooms you don't have to clear, and that white sword is huge because he only has to stab half as much as Mocco. Alright, Mocco headed back in the direction of these caves. He sadly died before he made it up this ladder. Yeah, it's a door repair. Thanks, game.
Oh, Spud's not going to be happy, even with the fancy HUD clip here that, well, you're about to stumble upon another one.
I mean, I could almost see if Spud did the rest of these checks, I could almost see him up and A out of this, but you know what? There's a lot of money to be had still. Alright, we got another arrow shop, so that has definitely got to be one of our common shops tonight. We have seen this all over the map. Another door repair. We got a potion shop in vanilla level 5. Ooh, really? 50 and that number that I really hate the meme for.
Yeah, that's that is not a friendly blue potion price.
No, they must have put like gold leaf in the Pepsi bottles or something today. As Mocco finds level 2. Alright, so if I'm Mocco, I go ahead and dig this. Entering where we are, again, we already know it's shapes, but this would make it not the moon, because that should be a solid wall, I think, that he would have just entered into. Yeah, that's actually the E column. Well, no, I guess he could technically enter in that room, but this is a really quick Triforce, so Spud is at the same time going to find level 2. I think, having not seen any of the items in dungeons, just for confirmation, go ahead and dig level 2 a little bit. You might get bombs, you might get keys, you'll get some information on the enemy set, but it looks like the runners disagree with me, and they really don't want to find another blue boomerang.
Yeah, there always is the option of getting exactly what you started with. Mocco, looking at that bomb pile and deciding to, sometimes, doesn't matter how expensive those bombs are, you need them.
Yeah, he doesn't really have a choice here. I think more so the information that level 2 could have given you, since level 1 has that evil darknet set. Oh, level 8, that is not, I don't think, second quest. Yeah, this is not second quest 8. Still can't tell if it's first quest or not.
All I can say is, thank goodness we're not sending any dungeons to burn in a fire today.
Now, still, the only main difference between our runners right now is that, well, I mean, other than the blue ring, is that white sword on Spudozaurus' side. He's going to be able to clear this ever so much faster, and it looks like we did get a full shapes dungeon set today, so that's fun.
I'm sure not complaining.
I mean, I'm thrilled. I happen to... Oh, whoops. Well, he's not beefy, and we opened up a bomb wall, so that part's good. Spud just has to take out the rest of them. And with blue ring, that's not a terrible thing. That is such an easy Triforce. Wow.
A little too easy by Spud's, I think Spud's saying, so...
Sorry, go ahead.
On to more exploration, I suppose.
Well, I mean, if this is vanilla item placement in Shapes dungeons, there's a book and an any key in here. With Shapes, the possibility that book is an atlas is huge, especially with how level 9 in Shapes can be. So I can completely understand him wandering around, checking out a couple more rooms. One, you might be able to confirm that it is in fact second quest, as we're going to get some pause strats here from Spud. Doesn't look like we have an easy path to go. Mocco is using that boomerang to try to stack up some of these Gibdos. This is really good. And unfortunately, because that is the only entrance, every time you up an A, you have to clear this room.
That's gonna get tricky after a bit.
It's gonna get a little bit frustrating. I think we're just gonna see Spud pick up the Triforce here and then leave. So I would assume that our runners are operating under the assumption that it is in fact vanilla item placement.
Mocco seeing that red bubble bloom and deciding, what the heck, I'm gonna go right through it.
Well, given where we are, like, really, he would finish checking a couple of caves. I think did he see the Triforce room? He's gonna up a save out of level 8. Get his sword back. If I'm Mocco, I'm going looking for take any's. I've seen the white sword. I know where it is. I know it's not 4 hearts, but there's a chance it's 5, and that would definitely give him a little bit more of that offensive advantage back. Or just make it even. Yeah, we know it's 5. He doesn't. How you get 9? Alright, Mocco did manage to pick up a key while he was in that level 8, so that's actually really good for him. There we go. Spud has found level 3. I think this is the bomb wall in the grave.
That's a grave potion shop.
Alright, so he's gonna hunt around. Now, yeah. Oh, Mocco's gonna find level 6 on Death Mountain. Okay, shape 6. I mean, if it's vanilla items, there's a wand in here. All right, I did not hear any pickup sounds or Triforce sounds in there while Spud was in that dungeon. I'm gonna assume that we are key blocked because of the key to the right side there.
I was about to say, Spud found something he didn't like.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, hopefully we'll get early staircase for Mocco here in level 6. It's gonna be the transport.
Ooh, Spud
I'm,
took...
I'm gonna go ahead. Spud did take a potion out of the take any. Yeah, it makes perfect sense. He's already got the white sword item. He's got a blue ring. Oh, hey, there's a shape for level 6. I think this is... How about a snapping turtle head?
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it's Kaboo from Kirby or something.
Okay, sure.
Oh.
I'm a little confused by boxing ET coming from chat, but all right. Is this his hand and he's boxing with? Or is this just ET's face and somebody's punching him? Meanwhile, Spud has also found level 6. He was in Death Mountain. He had a couple of bombs, so, you know, this makes perfect sense. Alright, so anyway, Mocco is going to find the compass. It's going to point him in the direction of the Triforce. I think as long as the enemy set doesn't end up being too terrible in here, I dig at least a portion of this level 6. I would like some keys, I'd like some bombs, and it wouldn't hurt actually having it verified that we have vanilla items. To answer a question in chat, Spud actually has made the sprite set himself. Right now, he is the trainer from one of the early Pokemon games.
Might see a Kananiki attempt here.
Yeah, you've got beam swords and a bunch of keys. So this is, if they cooperate, this is not a hard one to set up. It looks like we're going for the diagonal boomerang. Now, sadly, that is a ladder block that direction here in level 6.
Here's a room Spud didn't clear, and it could be our item here in 6. As he finds a Triforce, picks it up. That's 5 Triforces already at 21 minutes.
Well, if I'm Spud, now it looks like this is either going to be the other side of the transport or the item. It's the other side of the transport. Looks like Mocco's going to take it. From Spud's point of view, he's already got that white sword. So if he's assuming vanilla items, he may just be foregoing the wand in favor of going fast. Ooh, push the block. Push the block, Mocco. And thank you to Magic Friends in chat. It turns out our overruled bomb droppers are, in fact, red Octoroks, as we're going to find another blue ring shop. Now, oddly enough, we still haven't seen a candle store. We don't have extra candles on. We've seen enough shops. I have a feeling our candle is actually in our rare shop tonight. Which, if I understand the game logic correctly, the candle, if extra candles is off, can only be blocked at most by a bomb pack.
Mocco sure as heck ain't saying no to that bomb pack on the floor.
Oh yeah, free stuff is always good. Mocco has, you know, he's still at 4 hearts. He hasn't really found any of the other take any's. He has to be hoping for a floor drop of a heart. It would hopefully, you know, give you a better chance. We know it would get him the white sword, but it would give you a better chance of picking it up. Oh, really? Are we ladder blocked in 6 from that bottom portion below the Triforce?
I think there was a fair bit of transports here.
Yeah, Mako's been kind of down. He's been in the little like jaw. If this is ET, he's been in ET's jaw. Ooh, this would be good if it was the wand, or even a key drop, or a heart drop, or anything.
No dud, please, game.
Yeah, anything. Anything at this point, if you're Mocco, pretty much anything is useful. Alright, does it push? It does not. Thanks, game. You're a jerk.
Absolutely. That's pretty painful.
I mean, this enemy set here in level 6 is not terrible. We do have... we have the little shells dropping money, which I always enjoy seeing. And hearts. Hearts are good. Mocco doing everything he can not to use that single key. Spudozaurus, meanwhile, is clearing out Death Mountain, looking for our remaining levels, which I believe it's 7... Have we seen? Yeah, I think it's just 7.
Have we seen 4?
No, okay, yep, sorry. We have not yet seen 4. So yeah, the only ones we are actually missing are 4 and 7. 4 would get us a ladder if it's vanilla items. And I say if. I know we're all thinking it's vanilla items. Hey, there's the candle store with the 62 rupee bait.
64 for the candle, 62 for the bait. Spud ain't complaining on that one.
I mean, other than arrows, Spud has already done a majority of his shopping this seed. Mocco does a good job bombing there. He's going to head in the direction. He can't decide which direction to go. Okay, there's a heart. If I'm Mocco, I'm thrilled to see that. I'm like, yay, I can get a white sword now, and then he can just walk back up and around and go to the Triforce. I think we maybe see him try to go south out of the Triforce room, though. Yeah, I would totally clear this looking for a key. Did Mocco get bubbled?
I think he did. That first room in, Oh, wait.
Alright, so Spud went ahead, he picked up another potential potion. I don't remember seeing him use the potion. This is actually good for Mocco. This is going to get him a couple more keys. And maybe a way down towards where the, if the wand is here, down towards where it might be. And some free bombs. I mean, this is not terrible. There we go. That's, if this is vanilla items, that's the wand. Alright, so there we go. We have a little bit more confirmation that we do, in fact, have vanilla items today. Thank you, Sigil in chat, saying that Spud used one use of his potion in level 6 to get his sword back. Alright, so this will kind of even out, this will even out the offense here until Mocco gets a chance to get around to that white sword. Alright, Mocco's gonna go ahead, pick up that Triforce at a level 6, and oh, look at this level 5! This is fantastic. So there's gonna be at least one transport staircase here in 5. There will also now be a second one going to that single room segment.
I get the feeling this is someone in one of those little tanks firing a shot or something.
Okay, sure. I mean, or like a, like if you're playing the game Battleship, maybe?
Maybe, yes.
Like the top half of one of the little baby ships. Alright, so Spudozaurus, we now know, fairly certainly, that he is now digging a level looking for that ladder.
Thing is, it's not going to be the ladder that he finds here.
Wait, do I have my level? Oh, wait, I'm sorry. It's the recorder in 5. I too many different quests here. It's going to be the recorder in 5, the ladder in 4, the raft in 3.
Ah, yes, the eternal confusion about, you know, is this first, is this second, how are we managing the items today? Yep.
Yeah, I didn't really have time to open up the cheat sheet, so.
I hear you.
All right, here comes that white sword pickup for Mocco. Now, oddly enough, this is going to give Mocco an offensive advantage. He's got the wand for when he gets bubbled. And if you hit the sword and the wand in a single frame tap, you do both the damage of the sword and the wand.
You know, I like chat's suggesting of someone fishing on a dock for level 5.
There we go. That's a fun one. Mocco's gonna find another take, and he's up to 6 hearts now. He's about to come across 2 large secrets.
Doesn't have the money to yield them both.
Well, he's close. It will leave, you know, a little bit on the floor if he decides to pick up the second one. I mean, he's really close. I don't know if he actually picks this up. Ah, it's all right. Hopefully he has seen that blue ring shop or an arrow store and knows where to go get it.
The Soul Candle Shop isn't too far from here either.
Oh yeah, I forgot. We still need a candle. Looks like Mocco's going to go into level 5. And to answer a question in chat, why do Zelda 1 randomizers always start with 2 Triforce pieces already? So sometimes it's just to make sure that we don't end up with like 2-hour-long slog fests. In theory, you're kind of hoping that the Triforces we start with will just kind of, you know, limit the amount of dungeons we have to clear. But the randomizer is a troll, and half the time the items we need are in the dungeons we started with the Triforce for. But in theory, it's just to try to, you know, make things move a little bit faster. Alright, so there are tons of orange and red bubbles. Well, orange bubbles here in level 5. Mocco's going to be in better shape since he has the wand, and so far I haven't really seen Wizrobes.
Well, we saw him in level 1, but...
Well, yeah, but not here in 5, where it would actually, you know, impede his progress. Spud, meanwhile, looks like he's trying to pirouette a door. No? He left the dungeon for a reason, maybe to go get bombs. Now, Spud, again, he is one of the many people who uses the pause strats, which is where if you hit the pause button, when you unpause, you get a very small moment to be able to kind of wiggle your way to a little bit of a free movement to maybe not get hit by an orange bubble or an enemy.
Spud hasn't been in the area Mocco's in right now.
Yeah, he got orange bubbled. And I think maybe there was a shutter door there somewhere, but Spud's gonna find that Triforce, and I have a feeling we're going to see him leave 5, just simply because he's done the same with all the rest of the dungeons, and we know that we really want to dig 1 at this point, because our our bow should be there.
Should. We don't know if it is, unfortunately.
I mean, it would be a fantastic troll right at this point if we ended up with, you know, if we ended up with non-all vanilla items. Alright, here comes that bunny room. I don't know that Spud actually cleared this.
No, I don't know if he's been here.
Well, the bubble room, because poor Spud, he actually, I think he up-A saved maybe, and I missed it. There we go. He's going to find 7. I'm assuming this is somewhere in the other section of the forest under a burn bush. Because he was kind of headed in that direction. Mocco, meanwhile, he's still sitting at 255 rupees. That's a nice thing. If he needs to buy arrows, he definitely has to buy a candle.
Item in 7, maybe?
Well, he can't. Mocco sadly can't get into 7 because I'm pretty sure Spud is under a burn bush. Now, this should either be, I think we've seen both ends of the transports, so this might be the item in 5, which would be the recorder. Alright, now, if you are Mocco, you are really hoping, you're really hoping that this recorder does something amazing, which is recorder to Unbeaten Dungeon's new locations.
I would probably save Mocco's game right here, but that is a Triforce, and we've got a race here. Let's see, it is 6-5 with that.
Okay, I've gone ahead, filled in. What we are now assuming is that we do in fact have vanilla item locations. Just watch, the game will now make a liar out of me. I think Mocco is headed back up in the direction of level 1 to potentially get his bow out of there. There's also the red ring store. Ooh, this is a very special 7. I'm gonna say it's a cookie with like some really big chocolate chunks or something in it.
Interesting cookie. It's blue ring purchase from Mocco.
Yay! We now have all sorts of defense to go with our very small amount of hearts because we are not digging dungeons any further than we have to.
Also, if there was a red ring shop CD, I would be ecstatic.
Yeah, I mean, I always like when it rolls to somewhere I know exactly where it is, with the exception of level 9 full of Wizrobes. Like, if that red ring is somewhere that I can get to it early in the game, I am a happy camper. I actually have a rather large shipment of Girl Scout cookies headed in my direction in the next couple of days.
Interesting. Oh goodness.
Hey, we found them! I mean, we missed these guys, right?
Sort of.
Maybe. I mean, they've now been in 2 dungeons, which maybe gives us a chance not to see them in 9. Mocco is, in fact, going to take that blue ring, 60 rupees and 2 keys, and head back into level 1. Having seen the vanilla items in 2 other levels, he is headed to go get that bow, but level 1 is notorious for eating every key it can get its hands on. There's the inferior boomerang. He's going to walk over it. So I'll go ahead and push the button so that we know he did in fact pick it up. Now we have to hope that this goes the right direction or drops us a key. This enemy set, man. I think the only way it could be worse is if somehow the Lionels could roll into this room as well.
It could be worse if you rolled red bubbles in here.
I mean, not for Mocco. He's got the wand, and he just got a bomb pack. So, you know, in theory, he'd be alright, as Spud is going to find these dark notes in level 7.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, but they're going down to a single... Oh, no, double white sword hit, so they're probably vanilla HP. Oh, no. So, Mocco at this point's got to be hoping that one of those 2 doors on the side of this room leads to a staircase. Well, all right. If we still didn't, he's gonna prime the bomb drop. Sadly, I don't think Spiky is going to cooperate very much, but he's gonna try. This could be, if I'm remembering drop rooms and stuff, that could have been a floor heart, maybe, or the map. Spud, meanwhile, still digging. We are ladder blocked there. Still digging this level 7, hoping to find the Triforce in a room he can actually get to it so that we don't have to go find level 4 since we haven't found it yet, and dig out that ladder. And yes, we are in fact full shapes. Alright, Spud doing a really good job with the sword beams of dodging this blue dark nut. And there we go, we have a bow out of level 1 for Mocco. We already have the Triforce. I think this took him 2 keys to get to.
2 keys and some fancy bomb hole fighting strats.
Yeah, I'm a little sad. We never saw the wand, not the wand, the map in there. Recorder is taking us to. Is this? Where did we just go?
New unbeaten.
Wait, what's underneath the spot to the next to him?
That was 8.
Oh, okay. I have 8 marked in a completely different spot. So there we go.
I think anyway. I might be wrong.
Yeah, this is best case scenario for Mocco here. He's going to be able to whistle to 3, 7, and 8, which gives him like a decent amount of travel on this overworld. And he's gonna, oh, look at that room Spud's in. That's terrible.
Yeah, that's when you're happy you find a bomb hole and you're just like, no, I don't want to deal with this.
Yeah, pretty much. You're like, no, go away, game. I don't want this. Leave me alone. He's going to get the Triforce here in 3. Now, since we know 3 is the raft, I don't know if we see him stay and dig, as Spud's going to find that Triforce in level 7. Alright, so Spud, at this point, has to go back into level 1 with keys, and he has to finish up level 3, and I think 3 might have also been a key block.
Well, that was a fancy pirouette by Mocco, and more key issues.
And Magic Friends, that's assuming we don't need a ladder, because the only dungeon that we haven't found yet is 4. If we need a ladder, we probably have a decent amount of searching to do to go find it. 9 was the power bracelet location in the grave.
Mocco was thinking about using that key, ends up finally using it, and, well, at least we go deeper in the 3.
Alright, so looks like Spud with the map. This is going to be a little bit easier. I don't remember if Mocco had the map of level 1.
He did not.
Alright, so this is going to get Spud a key back. That's pretty helpful. Mocco is going to have to use his key to get... Oh, unless there was a down... Nope, there's a down door, so there's a chance this bombs.
Mocco's out of bombs as well.
Well, I mean, there's a shutter, so that helps. We don't have a ladder, but we do have blue rings, so we can take some of this damage from these enemies as we try to clear this NSU room.
The seed has some markings of a jet seed, but at the same time, it has been rude to our runners. Spud fighting the bow in level 1.
Yay! And we managed to both not click this button at the same time, so I think we get an A.
We're at least doing a fine job of not tripping over each other, you know.
No, Mocco's gonna go ahead and get that Triforce at a level 3. I mean, I'm still rooting for SOS and Morse code using all the different items. Cause it'd be fun!
We're here for fun. We enjoy fun.
I mean, you know what would be really fun? Getting into level 9, and we end up needing the ladder. Because again, that recorder's taking us to unbeaten new locations. We've already got the Triforce for 4. We have not yet seen it on the overworld. Though thankfully it's a first quest overworld, so there's only so many spots it could be in. And yeah, very true. Mocco is going to need a candle, but he's up to 82 rupees. So hopefully he's seen the candle store, which is right above Vanilla Wood Sword Cave.
He hasn't found the candle shop.
Well, I mean, it's an easy spot to bomb, and if you're still looking for, you know, any kind of level, I would want to find 4, honestly. The recorder is going to go ahead, take him to the burn bush. He will be able to see that level 7 is under a burn bush.
He spotted that, and he's probably saying a few words that can't be repeated here on SpeedGaming.
Well, I don't know. Mocco's got a, you know, he doesn't normally make those kinds of sounds. But yeah, unfortunately, the Shadow Man 7 is underneath a candle. We cannot get into 7 without a candle. I'm wondering if Spud is going to put a little extra time into digging out the raft.
Maybe, considering level 4 is unfortunate predicament. And holy, what is that? 8.
Oh, that is, how about a weather vane that sits on top of your barn? It's like one of those roosters, but he's got like some grass behind him or something. Now, if I'm Mocco here in level 8, given that we have shapes, I would totally do a little bit of extra digging, looking for not only the Eddy key, but I'd want the book. Alright, looks like Spud's going to take the same path that Mocco did to that Triforce to try to preserve keys. And Chad has come to the conclusion that level 8 is a squirrel either running down some stairs or hanging out on a branch, which is perfectly understandable. I can see that.
That's Triforce for Spud in 3, and we got a ticket to 9 here.
Yeah, but do we take it at this point? This would be, I mean, you're right below it, so yeah, it looks like we are. I'm going to switch the audio back.
And we tripped over each other there. CD.
Hey, I know. I saw it light up just as I had hit the button. I was like, no.
Yep.
But anyway, so what are we looking for here in this level 9?
We're looking for the roar and the door, as well as the silvers. The roar, however, Ganon's quite the neighbor. He'll be heard from an adjacent room. Yes, I can word. And well, the door, meanwhile, that's Zelda's room, and it'll only be in a single shutter room that won't open if all the enemies are defeated. However, if you've got Bacon, in this case, Ganon defeated, well, that door's opening up no matter how many enemies are left, because, you know, Zelda likes the scent of bacon and...
Oh,
like,
game!
Well, then...
Oh, game! Alright, now that is, alright, so Spudozaurus is now in a really good position. He has a potion, he has a white sword, he's got a blue ring, and he's got silvers. All he needs to do is to be able to reach Ganon without getting stopped, or the princess. Is it a roar? No. Alright, so all he needs to do is get to Ganon without there being a ladder block. Or, actually, a dig dogger block, but I don't know that they're going to be in this level 9.
How many people here are hoping Zelda ends up ladder blocked?
Zelda in a Chevy. Hype.
Come to think of it, we haven't seen the bait block either.
Well, I mean, the bait block, there are so many staircases in a Shapes 9 that there's a really good chance that we could get around that. Alright, we have a little bit of a stutter on Spud's side. We still have audio, but for him it's a very different time of day, and it's the busy season or the busy time of day for the internet. Meanwhile, Mocco had to go back to the start of this level 8. He still needs the Triforce out of here, so no matter what, he's got to get through here, get the Triforce, find 7, get the Triforce out of there, and then he can go into 9. But again, I'm so hoping for a ladder block something.
A ladder block now would be cruel, but at the same time entertaining.
Here is the Triforce for Mocco. He's going to walk south past it. The enemy set in here is not terrible, but yeah, I would be worried at this point. There's a roar.
Uh-oh. And we've got a mag... this is not...
We kind of have to live through this patcher or up an A and walk all the way back, so yeah.
There's the Triforce for Mocco in level 8. That's 8 to 7. Still needs to find that candle shop. He knows at this point level 7's candle blocked.
Yeah, unfortunately for Mocco, I don't know if he's actually seen. He has not, in fact, I don't think, bombed the wall that is the candle shop. Though, it is important to remember, even though the candle store ends up rolling into the rare shop location, it can only be blocked at most by a pack of bombs.
Here we go. 48 minutes, 18 seconds. Ganon sighting on Spudozaurus' side.
Alright, let's see what happens. Are we gonna have 0 HP or tanky Ganon? Oh, he's got some HP today.
He doesn't want to give up his bacon that easily.
I mean,
right.
he doesn't want to go into a Pokeball. And it's worth bringing up that as we've had Triforces and Triforce rooms the entire way, we are looking for a door towards the top of the room. We've got to enter Zelda's room from the bottom. So try to find a nice straight path up and down the level 9.
I hope, it doesn't take too many keys.
Alright, Mocco's gonna take a potion out of the take any. Now, he is sadly bombing Death Mountain. I can understand this because statistically there are a lot of bomb spots up here. Sadly, we know that the rare shop is down one screen away from the vanilla wood sword screen. Alright, so if you're Spud, you're hoping for a room with a black floor, which would yield you the compass. Mocco, meanwhile, is continuing to bomb up here in Death Mountain. Yeah, I'm clearing this room. Alright, he's gonna get... I think that was a key possibly off of the floor. And we don't have to clear that. We just walk right through it. Keep going.
Uh-oh. One bomb left.
Yeah. Well, I would choose north, but that's just me. Oh, look, it opens! Alright, so we at least have a little bit more of a path here.
If I'm Spud...
well,
Oh, that's a scary one.
I mean, we get boomerangs and arrows, so we're relatively okay if we get bubbled now. Mocco is gonna exhaust all of his bomb wall options up here in Death Mountain. This should send him hopefully back down towards Vanilla Start.
That door opened, but it's
well,
not Zelda. Those are bubbles. That doesn't mean anything.
Well, oddly enough, we did have a race the other night where Zelda was not in her room after Ganon was in his. So there is still the chance that she's, in a random room in case, like, say, her room randomized somewhere else. It's weird, but it can happen. Mocco is bombing. Oh no! Please tell me he bombed that other wall before using all of his bombs.
If he did, he'd have a candle right now and he'd be off to 7.
No, we need bomb droppers. No. Kill those guys.
Yes, please. There it is.
There we go.
There it is. Oh my goodness. Oh, Mocco's gonna have words for us once we're done here, I think. There's the candle.
Alright, so now both of our runners can get into level 7. Spud's already been there and done, and we're leaving.
Yeah, Mocco's probably thinking, get me to level 7 now.
Yeah, I kind of like Spud is taking pretty much every transport staircase he can. Now, if I remember correctly, the Triforce wasn't very deep into 7. It's a little ironic that our red candle was in fact blocked by a blue candle, but hey, whatever, game.
Game's got jokes. Or game knows. Oh goodness, another red bubble.
I think that's the same room we might have already walked through, but I don't know. Alright, there's the map here, and oh no, I remember where the Triforce was. You have to go straight up from the start room, but I don't think you can actually walk straight up. Because it was in one of the rooms all the way in the top row underneath the L or the dash.
Spud, buddy, you're almost out of arrows.
Well, I mean, look, the Rupee boss is going to help unless he vanishes because you pick up the Master Rupee.
That would be an interesting prospect. Red ring here for
Yay!
Spud.
Spud.
Uh-oh.
Spud. I mean, you might have to go find level 4. It could be full of whiz robes. You don't know. Yeah, but yeah, Spud should definitely maybe think about using that sword a little bit more here. Oh, the door did not open and my ladder blocked! Oh man, that would be a thing. Alright, Mako's gonna find the red candle here in 7. I think he tried bombing up and it didn't work.
This race is getting a little spicy.
Yeah, this could be interesting if we can't get over to where she is, or we run out of keys. And to answer your question in chat, Mocco has the wand. He doesn't need the he doesn't need a red candle. He's got a better weapon. Hey, there we go.
Get your GGs out, everybody, for your race winner here tonight. Spudozaurus. Official race time GG time of 53. Go ahead, CD.
I was gonna say 53-56.
That is correct. Spudozaurus' record will improve to 2-2.
Oh man, so that basically came down to the early divergence in path, which had Spud finding more take-any's and being able to pick up that white sword when he got there. Looks like he is going to join us here for a little bit of a chat. Meanwhile, Mocco is here in level 7. I think he needs a transport staircase to take him to the top level, and then he's just going to work his way over to the Triforce, but I am not 100% certain. Welcome and GG's to Spud!
Thank you.
So this basically came down to your being able to get an early bomb pack, and being able to bomb the screen that had the only blue candles store in it before you actually knew if you needed a candle or not.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me because, yeah, Candle was the rare shop, maybe?
Yeah, it is the rare shop. Yep.
Yeah.
We've only seen one of them, and it's the screen directly above the Woodsword Cave in Vanilla. So it was definitely a thing. And then you also, because you kind of took a slightly different path, you found more of the take-any's early on. So you were also able to pick up that white sword so much faster than Mocco.
Oh, yeah, I love that. Honestly, I want that as early as possible.
Well, I mean, I think you have to know that we in chat were kind of rooting for a ladder block Zelda.
Yeah, I was scared. I don't know if you saw that, but like 30 seconds before finding Zelda, there was a ladder block room.
Oh yeah. We were like, oh, are we gonna get our wish? And then you all have to go find out wherever in the world 4 was.
Yeah, I was very scared when I saw that.
I think one of the only places we might not have seen was under Recorder Lake, because Mocco... So another one of the differences is Mocco spent some time, a little bit more time in level 5. You came across the Triforce and were like, I'm taking this and I'm leaving. Turns out it was in fact Recorder to unbeaten new locations. As Spud... not Spud.
Okay.
Mocco's going to get his Triforce at a 7 and be able to go into 9. But yeah, so that's kind of what started to catch Mocco up, was he was able to get the white sword and the wand out of 6. So that was a little bit more of a dig. But that Recorder was unbeaten to new locations. So he kind of used that to his advantage. Yep. But the only thing it wouldn't have helped anybody with is recordering to wherever in the world level 4 is. So Raft or Recorder.
Yeah, maybe. And once I had the candle, my biggest issue was, of course, keys, because I cleared nothing. Like,
yeah, you were getting a little bit low there for a while, but you know, it was enough. So you got really 9 was being kind of nice about keys, and then the transport staircases gave you really good coverage, it seemed.
Yeah, it did.
But alright, Mocco is about to head into level 9. He has a potion, the white sword, the wand, 4 keys, and 3 bombs. And man, how about those free silvers?
Oh yeah, that was really nice to find. I know you like to see us look for things, but
I mean,
this
you...
was a treat.
Speaking of looking for things, Spud, you left my favorite item of all time sitting in Forlonely Staircase. I mean, what if you'd have had to go find 4? As Mocco was trying to force a bomb on a bat, sadly it did not work. He's now going to get the, well, once we get through this Patra, he's going to be able to get his silvers out of this spiral staircase.
You know what? I had big regrets buying that blue ring. So, because I could have bought like 3 keys instead, and it would have been so much easier to go through, to navigate through this seed with a few keys from the shop. But yeah, so I just keep that red ring because I wanted that blue ring to be worth it.
Okay, I mean, and it was. There were whiz robes in 1, and that definitely helped you out a bit because it was whiz robes and dark nuts of all things. That is like nightmare fuel there, especially if they had ended up rolling into 9 as well. I would have been very sad.
Yeah, and I face tanked everything. Like I didn't even try to play well, and that blue ring really saved me a few lives. I'm pretty sure of it.
Yeah, it definitely allowed you to get through some rooms a lot quicker with the white sword, the blue ring, and just being able to tank all the damage. So,
yeah.
I mean, I don't know very many people that given 2 large secrets in a row and then you find the blue ring shop. I am picking up that blue ring every single time.
Yeah.
So, how happy were you to see that it was actually a first quest overworld? You didn't even have to bother with any of the mixed quest spots.
Pretty happy actually because I don't love vanilla items, but I like first quest overworld. If I know I don't have to look for a lot of items, it's gonna save me some time. And yeah, looking at that 5 and key blocks early in 5-3 and all. Yeah, I was really glad it was first quest overworld.
Yeah, I mean the extra money. The medium secret was like what, 1 off of max, and then the small was 9, and the large was at least over 100. So that was, you know, that is nothing to turn your nose up at, basically. All right, Mocco is gonna find. Wow, that was a really quick path to Ganon. Mocco is in the room. He's got the red potion at ready to go, and it was kind of refreshing that Ganon wasn't 0 HP.
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen so many of them lately that it's like poke and he dies.
Yeah, I don't love this like 0 HP Ganon. It's kinda I like having Ganon have some HP because it's like your final test. Like, do you deserve to win this race?
Yeah, I can understand that one totally. All right, Mocco sadly hasn't gotten the stun lock on Ganon, but he's getting really close. Oh, almost. Ganon's trying to go into the wall on him. He's gonna go ahead, get him to red bacon, shoot him with an arrow, and now we're just looking for the princess.
That's a little bit of a challenge in itself.
Yeah, she was, that was a really, really weird location for her, it feels like, to be in, because you had to kind of keep going right from the start screen.
Yeah, if you took like a few fortunate decisions, it was a really quick path, but you had to want to go there first.
Yeah, and since it was on the other side, was there a... No, there's no whiz ropes there in 9, but there were a couple of, like, it was bomb walls, key doors, I think. Mocco, meanwhile, he's down to 2 keys and 2 bombs. Looks like he's gonna up an A and go back to start.
Maybe he's gonna take the quick way.
Well, without the map, he's kind of explored. He didn't go directly to the right here, which is going to be a transport staircase and a double shutter door. So he'll go he'll go ahead and see the ladder block below him and know that there are rooms. Oh, he's going up. There's a free key. We picked that up. But yeah, this I mean, overall, this was a very friendly seed. Yes. Other than the fact that the initial bomb droppers were being a little bit of a pain in the butt. I'm not sure, but I think there's the door that... Oh, wow. Holy cow, Mocco. Mocco's going to go ahead, reach his Zelda with a race time, GG time of 1 hour, 2 minutes, and 31 seconds. So let's get some more GGs in chat. But yeah, I think other than the overworld bomb droppers being shuffled and making it a little difficult to get that first bomb pack for both of you, because I think Mocco ended up buying his, it was not a bad seed.
Yeah.
All right, looks like Mocco will be joining us here in just a second. Welcome and GG's. Did the cat jump on the microphone?
Hey, CD. Hey, GG.
GG's, Mocco.
So, what are your thoughts? I mean, yay, we got, or hopefully, I shouldn't put words in your mouth, but what were your thoughts about full shapes?
I never learned how to read. If I saw that message one more time from every cave and every old man, oh my goodness. I didn't realize what it was until I got the wand out of 6. I hadn't dug any other dungeons at that point. So that took a little while to realize what was going on. Once it was going on, I thought, get the whistle, see what I can go. My goodness, I could not find that candle anywhere to actually get into 7. So that cost me a little bit of time. But otherwise, I thought it was a pretty friendly seed.
I mean, I tried. You know, I couldn't really help that the candle rolled into the rare shop, and sadly, with the bomb droppers being shuffled, I don't think you had bombs the first couple of times you were in that area.
Yeah, I had a hard time getting bombs early on, and then later in the game as well. But yeah, I struggled with that.
The recorder actually almost came out really well for you, with the exception of that candle blocking level 7, and of course the red candle, because why not? The recorder taking you to unbeaten new locations, it just made transport ever so much quicker.
It did. I knew. I just kept thinking this game is not going to let me get away without needing to use that candle, right? And yeah, that was in the back of my mind the whole time, and I knew, I was going to land in a bush that I could not burn down.
I mean, you know, we were rooting for a ladder blocked 9, to be perfectly honest, because the only thing that neither of you found was level 4.
No idea. I'm thinking.
I mean, it's got to either be
blocked.
raft or recorder, because I don't. Did you check Recorder Lake?
I didn't. Did you, Spud?
I
Yeah.
didn't.
Spud wasn't digging items.
Yeah.
Spud got the necessary stuff and he was out.
Yeah, there's a good portion of the other world I didn't clear too. Like Candle Road I didn't clear. Good part of the forest too.
Yeah, that's a good point. I don't think we saw Candle Row from either of you.
No. Mm-mm.
But yeah, so there's like a lot of, we were just going, all right, you know, because it's been really, really kind up until a point, and then it's gonna give you like Zelda behind a Chevy, or you know, on the other side of a moat room, and you're gonna have to go get, you know, find 4 and get a ladder.
I was hoping that was going to happen, and that I would have stumbled upon 4 in Death Mountain, because I know Spud is such a good runner. I had a feeling he was probably already a 9 without it, and I thought that could have given me the upper hand. So yes, I was hoping he was getting ladder blocked in there.
I must did.
Yeah, there was so when you walked to the right from start and you walked into the right side stair, if you go down, it's topside moat, and then there's a door on the right side. So we were all just going, really? Is it gonna happen? But yeah, it was a really good seed from both of you. It was a very, very entertaining race, and 1 pack of bombs when you're down near the candle would have made this even more close. So, you know, both of you guys should definitely pat yourselves on the back, because this was very good from both of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So I'll ask, is there anything you're really looking forward to for next week, or brackets, or anybody that you really don't want to face? Or, you know, pretty much anything.
Well, you know what, CD? I think it's time. You've now asked me this 4 times, and I think you and I now have the same record.
Oh, we
So
do.
I want to race you.
All right. Well, just, you know, just offer the Wheel of Doom cookies, and we'll see what happens.
No, I'm kidding. No, same thing every week. Look, I can't control the wheel, can't control how my opponent plays. I'm really proud tonight, because I think I played about as good as I could have. 2 deaths, 102. Hey, I'm getting better, and it felt good today. So just hoping to do the same thing next week. That's all.
Okay. And how about you, Spud?
I don't know. I don't know who's gonna be 2 and 2, but like I'd like to face anyone I can't face in pickup races, because they don't do a lot of these, and maybe practice offline or something like that. Like,
Yeah, that'd be kind of fun to get to race against people that normally you don't see because of the time zone difference.
yeah.
That would definitely be cool. I'm just so I don't actually know who won between RE and Elendar. But if it was Elendar, I'm really kind of crossing my fingers that RE doesn't end up matching with me on the wheel. Though I didn't actually get to see the end of that race, so. But anyway, I'll have to go double check that later. And yeah, Mocco, we'll see. We'll see what the wheel does. See how trolly it gets to be. But all right, how are you doing, Moon?
I'm doing just fine, and well, you stole the question I was going to ask our runners. GG to both of you, though. That was a fantastic race.
Thank you.
Thank you, Moon.
So, it's worth noting that we do have several more races here tonight, but with several tournaments going on and the normal weekly events, we're not really sure where they're going to end up if we do find crew for them. But yeah, just keep your guys' eyes peeled to the scheduling sheet, basically. The wonderful thing that Fred makes everybody, because it makes life so much easier. And hopefully we'll get some of these on the air.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, CD, Spud, and everybody else that was involved in getting this off today. And of course, GG, Spud, and thank you, everybody that tuned in.
Yep, GG's Mocco. Thanks, everyone.
And thank you, CD, for commentating and tracking with me. We did a pretty good team out there today.
Yeah, we managed to only hit the wrong button once, so I think we were doing pretty good. I think that's definitely an improvement. So apparently, well, Spud's name is not in the SpeedGaming computer correctly, but Smilefires is helping us out with the correct spelling for the link. So go ahead and give our runners a follow. Go ahead and follow Moonrisen Phoenix. And if you like incredibly bad Zelda play, I guess go ahead and follow me, but it's not necessary. Anyway, guys, we'll go ahead and say thank you very much and have a great night.
Take care, everybody.